Wikiprocedure.com welcomes you for another session on how to renew a fire safety recommendation certificate obtained from West Bengal. The link provided below here will help you in reaching the site wikiprocedure.com and the page West Bengal, a renewal of fire safety recommendation certificate. Here in this page we have given detailed procedure along with information and instruction for an applicant to understand to how to obtain this. And also you can see few links for external page and forms which are useful for completing this procedure. You will understand the importance of these things in the due course of our presentation. Also, there is a select language tab which is provided on the top right corner of our page with many languages to select from the drop down menu. Select the language of your choice to understand this procedure in a much better way. List of items covered in this session today: need to renew fire safety recommendation certificate, documents required, how to apply, eligibility, validity, fees, processing time, offices and contacts, online resources, and other information. Today this procedure is sponsored by wikiprocedure.com for you. Let us see the need to renew fire safety recommendation certificate. This fire safety recommendation certificate is required to get fire safety certificate from the respective authorities. This recommendation certificate is the mandatory document applicable for obtaining the fire safety certificate. This as we have to renew every year the fire safety certificate, you have to obtain the renewed recommendation certificate, fire safety recommendation certificate from the appropriate authorities. So any person proposing to construct a high-rise building like mall, school, cinema hall, or a place which where public gathers should get the fire safety certificate. For that, the recommendation certificate is very mandatory, and it ensures that the building is constructed in such a way that all the safety measures are taken care, and this recommendation certificate ensures that such activities are taken care and the parameters are met. The Director General Fire and Emergency Services or Deputy Director Fire Services are the officials who issue and renew these certificate, and it is the public responsibility and the people's initiative to take preventive measures in avoiding any accidents. And the owners and occupants of multi-story buildings, commercial complex, industries, educational institution, cracker manufacturers should follow the fire safety norms to ensure a safer society. Let us see the documents required for this procedure. Application for applying for this procedure can be obtained from the fire stations. The list of fire stations can be obtained through the link provided here. Please use the link to reach the page which gives the list of fire service centers or stations in your area. So you can get the fire safety renewal application from there. Valid fire safety certificate for which you need the renewal has to be there. 2 copies of site plan for the warehouse or workshop drawn to the scale of 1 centimeter equals to 1 meter. It ensures if there is any alteration that will also be notified through these drawn maps. A statement showing the name and the maximum quantity of hazardous substances to be stored or processed in the premises. In addition, if you are including any other new item, that also should be listed there. And a statement showing the details of fire safety measures which is already available, so that they will match with the map and find out how much is needed. Building plan application form with the signature of landowner and licensed surveyor. It is required every time when you renew it. Aadhaar card of the applicant. Let us see how to apply in person. Applicant may approach the Director General Fire and Emergency Services or Deputy Director of Fire Services for applying. Following link provides the contact details of these officials from the list of available resource. So use this link to reach these contact page where you will get the list of respective official address where you can go and apply. Make sure you have all the required documents to apply, because missing out one document your application stands rejected. Please confirm that you are eligible to apply for this procedure. Applicant must submit the completed application form with the required documents as mentioned in the document section to the issuing authority. Your application will be accepted with advisory fees as per authorities. This application will be taken further for processing. Verification of a document, inspection of site, and checking all the provision for safety measure, and the scrutiny for any new addition of material or the place, especially the expiry of any of the stocks which is already there, will be taken care. If everything is in place and upon satisfactory grounds, the safety recommendation certificate will be renewed. Applicant on notification can collect certificate from the Director General Fire and Emergency Service or Deputy Director Fire Services. The grant or rejection of such renewal is based on the department's decision. Let us see how to apply through online, that is type 1. Use the West Bengal online portal link provided here and click it to go to the online portal page where you can select application for a revision of fire safety recommendation. You will get a page like this. As you have already got the user ID, please enter the username and password and get login. If you are a new user, create the user ID and password and then use it for applying. Once you enter the login and get the access to a new page, please enter and select the prompted details to complete the procedure for renewal. You will also be required to upload the documents as applicable. Once all the necessary actions are completed, please hit the save button to view the completed details for any errors or mistake. If all are okay, please hit submit button to reach the dashboard. Once the online applying is over, the application will be processed as per in how to apply procedure to renew the license. There is also another online process which is we call claim online type 2. Use the e-services link provided here to reach the page which looks like this. Here the second option on the down page, application for revision of fire safety recommendation, is the one you have to click. You will be taken to the login page as we explained now. Use the login credentials or create the login ID and log into the website page. And in the new page, you have to continue as how you applied for the apply online type 1 and followed by the how to apply in person procedure to complete this renewal procedure to get the certificate. Eligibility: valid permit holder for those to carry out business and trading activities as listed under the West Bengal Fire and Rescue Services rules. Those proposing to construct multi-stories building, factories or industries manufacturing products, cinema halls, schools, hotels, cracker shops, stores, etc. are eligible for this procedure. Fees: as advised by authorities, fees varies with the difference in size, meaning the authorities will evaluate the building structure if there is any recommendation for additional fees or other same fees. Validity: fire license expires every year and it needs to be renewed every year and with the stipulated payment of fees. So this recommendation certificate is also to be renewed annually for applying for the fire safety certificate. Processing time: if your application is fair and complete, the processing time will be 10 working days. So apply for renewal keeping the period in mind. Officers and contacts: Fire Brigade Headquarters, Mirza Ghalib Street, Kolkata 16. Telephone, mobile, fax details are provided here for personal interactions to clarify your doubts and compliance. Also, the contact link provided here in the bottom of the page has already been explained to you to get the details of the respective department. Online resources: all these links provided here will give direct access to these websites we have just saw and how useful are they. So we have provided these websites as links in our procedure page at appropriate places to save your valuable time. Other information: bigger buildings should have showers and sprinkled to wet the surface. Every floor should have 2 fire extinguishers. Number of fire extinguishers to go up depending on the area. Flame and smoke detectors needed. Establishment which meets the required parameters and running without fire license will have to face legal actions and penalty. Hope this video helped you. Don't forget to give us a like and click the subscribe to our channel button for more such videos. Thank you once again for visiting wikiprocedure.com to know how to renew Fire Safety Recommendation Certificate in West Bengal.